Okay. Salute to everybody coming in the building, man. What's popping? Friday night. Salute to everybody coming in the building, man. It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. I appreciate everybody coming in the building. Please smash that like button. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. Y'all already know what it is. Tap the screen twice. Boogie Black, what's popping in the building? I see you, man. Everybody started the notifications just going out. Did a couple videos today already floating around, man. What's Gucci, man? Daniel in the building. What's Gucci? You heard? Super Big Exotic in the building. King of Gun Hill in the building. What's good? What's good? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all already know the wavy one in the building. Forbes it all in the building, man. Hit the like button, y'all, on the way in the building. Subscribe. It's very important you subscribe. You heard? What's popping? Friday night, man. Hey, look, man. Friday night shenanigans. Bimmy in the building. Bimmy, what up? What up? We got Bimmy Anthony in the building. Salute, Bimmy. What's popping, man? Yeah. There's a lot going on. Brondell KB, salute. We got to get into this, y'all. We got to talk about this. Look, man. I got to be real. I got a couple other things that I want to throw up here real quick for y'all, man. Blueface gets probation again. Yeah, I said that right. Blueface gets probation again. Like, it was a shooting at a nightclub. Salute. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. It was a shooting. I don't wish jail on nobody. I do not wish jail on nobody, but he doesn't seem to learn a lesson when this happens to him, man. I got to be real. So Blueface he actually got probation on another case, but he's still in violation. You know what I'm saying? He's still in violation. So I don't know. Let me play this for y'all. And, y'all get a little gist of what's going on, man. Blueface gets probation again in Las Vegas case. Pay attention.
A Las Vegas judge granting probation again for a rapper who had already been given probation for shooting a man outside of a strip club. This is Jonathan Porter.
This man shot a nigga outside the strip club. Yo, this nigga, wow. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Blueface, and he seems to be very comfortable in that blue uniform. Yeah, I'm just being honest. He seems to be very comfortable in that blue uniform. Not me. I ain't gonna hold you. Harlem Legend ain't trying to, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't trying to go back through the system. I ain't trying to go back to jail. Listen to this.
Now has up to 3 years probation, and the judge suspended a 2 to 5 year prison sentence. Porter, though, is in jail in California right now, accused of violating his parole there. He's accused of assault in that state.
I got to keep it honest with y'all. I got to be all the way completely honest with y'all. Hold up. So you telling me this man is on probation here? I got to be honest with y'all. Hey, look, is it a celebrity curse? Yeah. I don't know, man. What's going on here? Do you have to be a certain celebrity, or do you have to have a certain amount of money? Because it seems like the system only works for certain people. Because I'm going to keep it real. I ain't never been on probation over here and probation in another state and parole over. What are we talking about, y'all? Craig Bailey in the building. Salute to the whole Jamaica. I already know what it is. Salute to the whole Jamaica in the building. That's a fact. Fatty At, I see you in the building. I'm just being honest. Is it just you're a celebrity, so you get these kind of, you heard, like, is it just one of those things where it's Blueface, he has enough money to stay out of prison? He literally shot somebody outside a club. When's the last time you seen somebody with a hit record have to shoot somebody? I'm just being honest. And these guys walk around with top-notch security. What, he wanted to put in the work? That's what this is making me feel like. He wanted to put in the work. It's just one of those things, y'all. Like, it just throws me for a curve sometimes, because I feel like these celebrities, man, they get over on a lot of things, man. And I'm just being honest. Like, it ain't right to me. To me, it just, I think everybody should be equal. Everybody should serve time as is, not because you on a celebrity status or because you getting a certain amount of money. You feel me? It happens like that. I see people coming in the building. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. You heard? If you got a 1989, 1990 flip phone, 93 Razors or Nextels, please. All you got to do is 3 dots at the top right. Hit the like button. Enjoy the show. I appreciate everybody coming in the building, man. It's your boy E-Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We got to, I got to show y'all this too. Guess what? Guess what? The feds done picked up the case, y'all. Yeah. Do we remember? I gotta be honest. Do we remember? Man, this is sad, man. I ain't gonna hold you. He faces some time now, y'all. We gotta be honest. Sean Kingston is facing some time. Him and his mother. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, look, I ain't about to sit here and make fun of her picture or nothing, y'all. I'm not doing all that. That's somebody's mother. Let's call it what it is. But this man is under fire again. Sean Kingston and his mom have now been indicted by the feds in a $1 million fraud case. They each face 6 counts where the max is 20 years for each count. Fraud cases go this far. I ain't gonna lie. Champ got saved. Yeah, Champ got saved. That's fraud. You try to use somebody's credit card and that's fraud. I'm just being honest. That's fraud. How does that work? Oh my God, this is nasty, nasty, nasty work. I gotta be honest. Let me read the report for y'all. Let me break down the report. You heard Sean Kingston. Oh, let me take this down. Hold on, because I got my banners up. I can't see everything. I got to be able to see everything, y'all. Hold on now. Sean Kingston and his mother are now facing federal charges after being accused of defrauding businesses out of more than 1 million federal Federal prosecutors say a grand jury in Miami indicted the beautiful girl singer. Yeah. You know, yeah. Down Mountain View. Yeah. I remember all that. If he had, you know what's crazy, y'all? How do you have all these hit records and you still out here scamming, bro? And it got to be allegedly, y'all, because he has not been convicted of a crime. I gotta say, it has to be allegedly. He's still going through the court proceedings. I don't want to grant that man guilty without him actually going through the court proceedings, right? But we got to be honest, this is nasty work. After 1 million, federal prosecutors say a grand jury in Miami indicted the beautiful girl singer and his mom, Janice Turner, hitting each with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 5 counts of wire fraud. That's sad, bro. The charges announced Friday. Oh, it was today. Oh, he went down today. This is hot news, y'all. I got to be honest. This is hot news. He went down today. This just is fresh out. It's fresh on the press. Lord Jesus, this is nasty work, man. I ain't going to hold you. The charges announced Friday are for allegations Sean and his mom cooked up a scheme to swindle multiple businesses out of jewelry, luxury vehicles, and other goods. Federal prosecutors say Sean and his mother unjustly enriched themselves by falsely claiming they sent money transfers to pay for high-end goods. It then kept the stuff even after it was discovered that the payments never went through. Wow. The feds claim Sean and Janice obtained more than $1 million in property. Jesus. They out here, $1 million in property they getting out of these. That's all them renter centers and all that, y'all. Yeah, them errands, them renter centers. Yeah. They taking everybody down. Everybody must go, man. Oh, this is nasty, man. They are looking for some seriously hard time. They are looking at seriously hard time if convicted. We're talking a max of 20 years in prison on each count. Well, let's be honest, y'all. They celebrities. 20 years? I don't know. I don't know. Let's be honest, y'all. But that goes to show you the industry is not all cracked up to be, y'all. It's not everything we thinking it is. 200 in the building so far, 11 minutes. Hit the like button. If you're in the vertical feed, make sure you tap the screen twice. That's all you got to do. It's free. You heard? I got to be honest, y'all. Like that, I just want to give my people out there that want to be like these kids. A lot of these kids want to be in the hip hop industry. They want to be rappers. They want to be, singers. Make sure you get your business straight. Yeah. Feds are coming for scammers. It's nasty when the feds are actually popping out for people that's $1 million. That's a lot of money, bro. In goods. They scammed $1 million in goods, allegedly. I'm just saying, though, like, this is nasty work all the way around the board. The hotline is open, too, y'all. As I go along with the commentary, you can call the hotline, 919-706-9990. You see it right here up on the screen. To me, I don't think he should have been scamming anything. You got hit records, sir. You got platinum plaques, sir. So that goes to tell you a lot of these artists don't have their business straight. That's a fact. They just don't have their business together. You feel me? So at the end of the day, when you get ready to sign these deals, you get ready to lock in with people, make sure y'all get your business straight because it's very important. It's very important. Don't just want to be rich and famous. You heard? Make sure the business aspect, make sure these contracts are sitting down right. Philly 215 in the building. I see you, King. Trooper 69, I see you in the building. Everybody's starting to come in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Tap the screen twice if you found me in the vertical feed, if you found me in the shorts. God bless. God bless. That's all I can say. God bless. Young Thug trial is kicking off now again, right? I gotta be honest. Young Thug trial is kicking off. And this new judge, she ain't playing no games, y'all. She's already laying down the laws. Let's call it what it is. I gotta be honest. She's already laying down the laws, y'all. Yeah. She don't want no iPods and all that shit inside the courtroom. Like, hold up, y'all can't have none of this. New judge and Young Thug trial has set new rules. No more than 20 different outfits for anyone and no use of AirPods. I'm going to let her break it down. Let's let her go ahead and talk.
Clothing for the clients has gotten a little out of hand in terms of how much they all have now. I don't know, but y'all need to maybe get together and let's exchange most of that. And sure, they can have new outfits for court, but it sounds like they're like full wardrobes full of clothing for some of these defendants. And that's just.
I see somebody in the comments say Young Thug has to be broke by now. I'm going to be honest. Sitting up and doing all this time, like he's basically doing time without being guilty yet. That's how I look at it. He's basically serving time and without being guilty yet. So I always tell y'all, it looks crazy when you coming in the courtroom with that orange jumpsuit on. Let's call it what it is. Not everybody has the money that Young Thug has in the back end, right? So when these guys go to trial, they come to court, not everybody has clothes to put on, right? So I look at it like this. I can't put somebody in the guilty and look at YNW Melly. He's sitting down. He had a mistrial. He's still sitting down. So what that tell you? They making these people guilty before they see the 12. You dig? They making them guilty before you see 12. So me, honestly, I feel like everybody should be entitled to bail. Yeah. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. I didn't try to switch up on y'all. Everybody should be entitled to bail if you can make that bail. Especially if you've been sitting longer than a year, 2 years. These guys are just sitting down. They're sitting ducks. You heard? Not everybody has the money. So when you get a poor man like myself, you heard? When you get a poor guy like myself, y'all, 270 in the building, hit the like button, y'all. Get the likes up for me. When you get a poor man like Harlem Legend, and I gotta go to trial or I'm going to court, and I can't afford the clothing that I need to go in front of these people. So when they see you with them orange jumpsuits on, with them blue jumpsuits on, like Blueface just had on, they already deeming you guilty in their mind because you got criminal wear on. That's a fact. That's a fact. They already deeming you guilty because you got criminal wear on there, King. Yeah. So I feel like at the end of the day, I'm just being honest. I feel like everybody should be entitled to at least have some way of getting out of prison, bro. W Bands in the building. I see everybody coming in the building. SMV the shooter. Shout out to the whole Detroit. I see Detroit in the building. The whole Detroit, Michigan. Shout out. You heard? Seven Rain in the building. Shout out to all my excuse me. Shout out to all my members. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Shout out to all my members, y'all. That's a fact. Seven Rain in the building was really good. I gotta be honest, y'all. This is kind of weird to me. Like, just these guys still sitting down and not getting, you know, you just be sitting, you like sitting ducks.
It's a lot for the deputies to have to keep up with. So how about if y'all check in and maybe through Miss Rosser, y'all all know Miss Rosser, I think. She's not even here today. Yes, she is over there. Miss Rosser, my fabulous litigation manager. And let's make sure that it gets whittled down to a manageable amount of clothing.
Me personally, y'all, I prefer the white man. I ain't gonna lie. The black man be quick to bury you quicker than anybody else. I'm just being honest. I prefer the white man. Get the white purple up here, man. Did you see that first judge? Judge Glanville? He was blacker than me. And he was doing this to Young Thug. He was blacker than me, and he was doing this to Young Thug. I prefer the white man on the stand. Go ahead, let the white man be the judge. I might get a fair trial at this point. Because to keep it real with you, it has not been a fair trial. Yeah. He was tripping, SMV the shooter. Salute. He definitely was tripping. It has not been a fair trial leading up to now, y'all. Everybody's seen it. It's been broadcast. It's been on live. It's been on 300 in the building. Hit the like button. It's been on live. We all have seen it with our own eyes. He's sending signals back to the DA and yeah, a Negro. It was a Negro doing that, y'all. How are we supposed to feel about that? No. Go ahead and get that Caucasian up there. I ain't got no time for this. I'm just being honest. But she's laying down the law, y'all. Right off the gate.
Thing, you know, like there are only going to be 5 days in each week. So even if they had a different outfit every day, that would only be 5. Clothing for the clients has gotten a little out of hand in terms of how much they all have now. So yeah, I don't know, but y'all need to maybe get together and let's exchange most of that. And sure, they can have new outfits for court, but listening through earpods to things on laptops while court is going on. And I'm not sure I understand why that's happening. And that raises.
Yeah, because the court was crooked. The whole court was crooked. Come on, we know what's going on. They probably communicating and doing all kind of weird, like, come on.
Security issues with our security staff, with the sheriff's office. So can somebody kind of explain to me what that's about and why that's necessary? And if nobody wants to, then we'll just do away with it.
So no more AirPods, no nothing in the courtroom, y'all. You heard? This lady ain't playing. She laying down the law. I ain't gonna lie, man. They laying down the law, man. And to keep it real, this is a state case, y'all. You heard? I don't know. You know what I've been thinking, man, and just sitting back and wondering, y'all. I've been wondering, are they trying to dry him out? Pause, no Diddy. Like, let's be honest, y'all. Are they drying out Young Thug? So, and shout out to Lil Baby, a real one, man. Gave that man $1 million for his defense team, bro. He gave that man $1 million for his defense team. So I'm not mad at that, but are they trying to drain him out? So if he beats it and the feds pick it up, what is this going to look like? I'm just being honest. Because you see I just showed you what happened to Sean Kingston and his mother. The feds picked that up. It may take a while. They might just be sitting back and letting him spend all his money out. You heard? They play dirty. The feds play dirty, man. They might be having this man sitting at trial, spending up all his money. What happens if the feds swoop in at the end? Young Thug beats it? Oh, but the feds picks it up. Oh, don't worry. Y'all go ahead. We got him now. I'm just being honest. Yeah, me personally, I don't think any of these stars, any of these hip-hop stars should be even involved. I'm just being honest. I don't think they should even be involved, y'all. That's the nasty part about all of this. I got to be honest with you. They shouldn't even be involved with this type of fuckery. This is fuckery. Live your life. Live a good life. Enjoy life. You made it. I couldn't believe when Young Thug got caught up in all of this stuff. Even that, and that goes for the Bobby Schmurders of the world. Anybody. I can't believe any of them that when they get caught up in this type of stuff, gang activity, or wife and Lucci, look, threw his life away. Lucky he got 5 years and he's on his way. Just being honest. So nobody actually wins when, lives get lost. Nobody wins. I'm being honest with y'all. Who wins? Nobody wins. We all lose. We as a community, we losing the money that they bring back to the hood to help them young boys and girls out. But they also turning around and destroying their own hoods. Yeah, we got to speak real. Is it good where they at? I'll leave that up to y'all. I just think that everybody should have a chance to get out, especially if you can make the bail. Sitting in jail just looks crazy to me right now for Young Thug, YNW, Melly. And like I said, a lot of people say, oh, he killed his friends. Oh, I don't know. It's all alleged. We're making these guys guilty before they're actually found guilty. I got to get into this. We at the halfway mark, by the way. Hit the like button. We got 350 in the building. Please smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, man. It's your boy E-Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend. Y'all know how we give it up over here. Smash it. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. It's free. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. But I got to put y'all on to something. We got this little pissy ass boy still talking and running his mouth and his nasty work. What? Adam 22 gave him a voice. I'm going to say it. Adam 22 gave him a voice. Pop Smoke mom speaks out, right? I got to be honest. Pop Smoke mom speaks out. Look, his mom speaks out, right? And she was very upset. I must say, Miss Smoke was very upset, right? Miss Smoke was very upset. God bless this woman, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, like, it must have been heartbroken just knowing what your son been through, going to jail and doing all the stuff he was doing in the street to finally make it and get snubbed out. Yeah, get snubbed out. So, of course, the mother is going to come with feelings. Of course, the mother is going to be wilding. This little pissy ass boy is out of line. Let me let y'all see what the moms had to say first. So the moms did an interview. We haven't heard from her nothing. The moms actually does an interview, y'all. Listen to the moms, what she says about this pissy ass boy.
What has the forgiveness process been like for you? Have you been able?
Okay. I don't want to say there's nothing to forgive.
Right.
But I don't approach it that way.
Yeah. How do you approach it?
I recognize you. You know what I'm saying? I recognize what's done to me. And I know how I have to move. But I'm not going to hold on to something because then you've won.
Damn, she the bigger woman. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you because we haven't heard from 5-year-old foreign. We haven't heard from none of them dudes. Where's all the woos at? Yeah, all you dudes claiming woo and all. Where y'all at? This is disgusting. You got this boy going on live disrespecting Pop Smoke and don't care if he died, don't care, this and that. Talking crazy and nobody's popping out. Like, and I don't ensue violence over here. I'm just being honest. At least speak up on behalf of Pop Smoke, homie. I just had the brother. Yeah. We seen the brother. He was airing their asses out. Dusty Locaine and all of it. He was airing their little woo asses out. I'm just being honest. Why haven't nobody spoken up for Pop Smoke? At least spoken up. Yeah. Don't act like you're going to go spin the town and go to LA and do something. You're not going to do nothing. I want to know, why hasn't anybody spoken up for Pop Smoke? Oh, but y'all my homies. This is what I mean by gangs and everything as a whole, y'all. Let me break this down to y'all real quick, right? You're only as good when you're dead. Let's call it what it is. You're only as good when you're dead. Nobody cares. All the guys that was all behind you, oh, this the big woo, this the homie. They don't care about you, bro. Ain't nobody going to drop mommy off nothing to pay her bills, nothing. These men are disgusting. I'm being honest. These men are disgusting, y'all. Let's let mommy finish talking. Let's let mommy finish talking before we get into it, man. Let's let mommy finish talking.
You've eaten my soul. I can't let you do that.
Because our Soul 1 was recently released.
Apparently so. And I really don't pay attention. I think the shooter is what they said.
Apparently so. So you telling me this is wild, y'all. So we got to break down what we have in front of us. The mother says, apparently so. What does that say to me? Oh, so y'all didn't reach out and say y'all was releasing? Yeah. Y'all was really. Don't you think the family should know that you're releasing this idiot? I just say, do we get a courtesy call or anything that you're releasing this idiot? What's the stipulations? Because he's on every podcast talking about the body. I'm just saying there's no rules in this no more, y'all. What's the stipulations? 400 in the building. Hit the like button if you're in the vertical feed. If you're watching me in the excuse me, if you're watching me right now in the vertical feed, if you're watching me in the short feed, hit the screen twice. I know you got a smartphone. It's free. It's free to get the likes up, y'all. It's free to hit the like button. So you telling me LA County or wherever this happened at didn't have the courtesy to reach out to the... For real? Y'all didn't reach out to the family and let them know this coward was out of jail? This is nasty work, y'all. That's what it says to me right off the bat. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and if I was his mother, I'd be grateful, right? That he gets another chance at life and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wow.
I'm not his mother. I can say, for her, it's a good thing. She gets her son back.
What has the...
That's wow, y'all. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. And then look what this fool, and I gotta be honest, y'all. Look what he does. Look what he responds to the mother. You heard? Pop Smoke Killer reacts to Pop Smoke mom forgiving him. So first of all, she forgave him. And saying his life is over. He says, my life ain't over. Laugh out loud. You see this? This is the ignorance that we're dealing with. This is ignorance. No respect. I gotta be honest, y'all. Where's the respect at? She says she forgives you, brother. This showing his age. This showing he's just turned 18, 21, or whatever the hell he just turned. Yeah. Laugh out loud. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. This is nasty work all the way across the board, man. I gotta be honest, y'all. This is not it. Hold on. She ain't done. She ain't done. This ain't done yet. She ain't done. She ain't done. Hold on. This is nasty, y'all. It's nasty what's happening, man. I'm gonna be real. This is nasty what's happening, man. Listen to Mom Dukes.
About people wanting to interview someone like that. Should they
She
not
talks
be
about
interviewing
Adam.
them? And do you think that maybe it's clickbait?
Hold on, mute that. Damn. She talks about, because it was a lot of uproar. It was a lot of uproar. I know Relly on Instagram. Relly actually interviewed him, but didn't really get into the interview. You understand? But he brung him up on his Instagram. He took a lot of slack for that. Adam 22. You heard Culture Vulture taking a lot of slack right now for interviewing Pop Smoke Killer.
For something like this, that is hard.
The East Coast is always losing. I gotta be honest, y'all always losing. We've taken too many losses on the East Coast, man. I'm getting sick of it. I gotta be honest. We have been losing since the inception of hip hop. Am I right or wrong? We always losing, bruh. We can't take a win for nothing. We can't get a win. We just keep taking L after L after L. When does it come to an end? When? I'm going to be real. The East Coast keep losing legends. You heard? Legends. Dudes that's coming out making a big impact in this hip-hop game, and they get lost like that. Whether they get lost to the system or by the hands of man. Nasty work, man. I got to be honest. This is nasty work, but we're going to let Mom Duke finish talking. Go ahead, Mama.
You really want to interview him and get his opinion and get his position? First of all, you're not helping him, because the whole purpose in LA's law is that at 25, you get out, you try to make something of yourself. You try to do something with your life. Hopefully there's been some sort of reform. But you come out and people are like, yo, bro, how you feel about what you did?
You see that? Even the mother understands. So you know this idiot. Yeah, he's an idiot. Even the mother is saying, so you come right out and you want some other shit. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. I feel like us as black people, as a community, we are looking at this man like he did something great. Yeah. We just not putting it out there like he did something great. But when you interview him, when you fly him out places, you're rewarding his actions. I gotta be real. We are rewarding his actions. I'm glad the mama, man, she just got a good, she understands everything, man.
That's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. So as you're sharing with me about gag orders, I'm going to go look into that, because that makes sense to me.
So you would consider having a gag order where you can't necessarily, or anyone involved can't speak on your son's name per se.
That's right. That makes sense.
Facts. Because these dudes is making a mockery of Pop Smoke, bro. I got to be honest. They're making a mockery of Pop Smoke.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Stop talking about him. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say, but do that with your own stuff.
How do you feel about...
What do you say to the people who feel like...
Look at this fool, y'all. Hold on. I want y'all to see what this fool... Look at this fool.
You got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail.
They right. I did get off too lightly.
Yeah, California be like that now.
But yeah, that's how it is, California.
That's a bold statement to say. So what do you feel like? What do you feel like you should have? What should have happened to you?
Well, I mean, I can't say what should happen to me.
What do you say to the people who feel like you got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail?
Boy only served 3 years for Pop Smoke murder, man. That's sad, man. I ain't gonna hold you. He only served 3 years for Pop Smoke murder. Like, let's be honest, y'all. That's nasty, bro. Charge him as a juvenile. See, East Coast keep taking losses. We're gonna keep on taking losses, man. Keep on taking losses after loss after loss after loss. Make sure I get some air in here. Yeah, man, we keep taking losses, y'all. I just got to be honest. The hotline is open too, by the way, y'all. 919-706-9990. If you're going to pull up, show your face, not your waist. You feel me? Yeah, to state your claim, man. I got to let y'all see this, man. This is wild, y'all. Like Jay Prince Jr. Yeah, let's talk about it. Jay Prince Jr. has a few words. Yeah, he has a message for Cam, for Mase, for Steven Jackson. I'm just wondering who he talking about, y'all? Who is this man talking about? Should he be ignored, y'all? Make sure y'all tap in with the poll inside the chat. Make sure y'all tap in with the poll in the chat. I just got to be honest. Jay Prince Jr. speaks. The gangster, mob lies, they speak. Who he sending shots at, y'all? I'm just being honest. Just stay quiet. Junior should just stay the junior. I'm just being real. He needs to just stay a junior. Your pop spoke and now you got to regurgitate what your pop said? I just don't trust him. I don't trust him. But let's listen to what he had to say, y'all. Let's listen to it. Let me bring this up for y'all. Let's listen to it. Listen to Jay Prince Jr. Look what he has to say, y'all. Because this dude, I ain't gonna lie, intimidation is a motherfucker, man. You hear me, y'all? Like, hold up. I gotta be honest, y'all. Intimidation is a motherfucker, bro. You heard? And these dudes be so smooth with it. I don't know if it's dry threats, because we gonna call it what it is over here. Yeah, we gonna call it what it is, man. Hold on, let me block Mr. the bar. This troll. There's always a troll. Let me ban him. Get him up out of here. Yeah, he be trolling. He troll all my pages. Get him out. Let's be real. I gotta be honest, y'all. Is he like pressure? Is he putting the pressure game down? I'm sure he's probably speaking of Mase and Cam. Let me hear what he has to say, man. Come on, Jay Prince.
You need to be fucking me up, right? Because niggas try to glorify bullshit. Like you niggas try to glorify soft shit. Niggas try to glorify niggas that ain't that. Niggas that's flawed.
Put a name on it. See, this is why it's mob lies. It's mob lies. Put a name on it. Come on, man. He's getting cornier and cornier. You couldn't protect Takeoff, King. I'm just being honest. You couldn't protect Takeoff, King. You heard the jeweler. They were all in your presence. You couldn't protect these guys, bro. I got to be honest. So why does he have a voice? Why does Jay Prince Jr. have a voice? We should have got his ass out the culture when this happened to Takeoff. And that jeweler down there in Texas. Yeah, what happened to that jeweler, Duke the jeweler? Yeah, what happened to him? Yeah, wearing all Duke the jeweler chains right now. That's what he doing. That's a fact. He got all that man jewelry on. Yeah. You should be banned, Jay Prince Jr. You couldn't hold down Takeoff. But let's hear what he got to say, y'all. Let's let him get it in. Let's let him get it in.
We know when niggas flow when we deal with them in the streets. We know when a nigga flow. Like we understand that they flow. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no nigga being flawed, weak as hell. Nigga, we understand what a nigga weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street nigga. He could be a street nigga, but he's still weak as hell.
Oh my!
We don't capitalize and try to.
What are you talking about? See, this is what I be talking about. Is this dry threats, y'all? I'm just being honest. Is this dry threats? You heard? Is he gonna do something? Yo, we got 600 in the building. Tap the screen twice, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, man. Well, we keep it all the way 10,000. Well, we gonna talk our talk. Why isn't he not putting a name on it? Why, you don't want Cam and Mase to air your ass out? I'm just being honest. You don't want them to air your ass out because they bosses too, King. Yeah. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this guy. He lost me on everything he was saying just now. I'm talking about he lost me. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Listen to him. Listen to this clown.
Cause niggas try to glorify bullshit. Like you niggas try to glorify soft shit. Niggas try to glorify niggas that ain't that. Niggas that's flawed. Nigga, we know when niggas flow when we deal with them in the streets. We know when a nigga flow. Like we understand that they flow. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no nigga being flawed, weak as hell. Nigga, we understand what a nigga weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street nigga. He could be a street nigga, but he's still weak as hell.
What the fuck is he talking
We don't
about?
capitalize and try to glorify this shit now. We gonna sit there and have conversations about niggas as strong as us. We don't have conversations about niggas as weak as hell. You need.
Is he sitting? Yeah, look, man. Look, shots fired. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Is it shots fired? Call a hotline. I want to hear from y'all. Should we take this serious? I'm just saying. Is this something the East Coast needs to be taken serious? Or the guys, I don't want to say East Coast. I don't want to say East Coast. I take that back. Excuse me. I don't want to say East Coast. Is this something that the people that talked about Shakur, the people that came at Jay Prince, y'all know what that is, Cam and Mase, Steven Jackson, all the guys that got together and call the hotline, y'all, 919-706-9990. I want to hear from y'all. Is this a cowardly move? I'm just saying, because it seems to be mob lies to me. It seems like intimidation and putting down pressure. It's the pressure game, right? Is it the pressure game he's putting down on these guys? That people are scared to speak out against him? Or is it political? I had a guy call in from Houston and said that Jay Prince is a political dude. Yeah, he dances around the political stages. So he can potentially stop your bread, if not your life. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what this is. I'm trying to, it's friendly extortion? I'm trying to figure him out. What is this? Let me see here. Duke is not there. Let's take these calls, man. We got to take the calls. Got to take the phone calls. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim, King.
So let me get this correct.
Yes, sir.
You got a boxer.
Yes, sir.
Who is a corny boxer.
A boring corny boxer. You heard?
A boring corny boxer.
Yes, sir.
So not only did you have Cam and Mase talk about him fighting, you had a whole bunch of other people talk about him fighting.
Yes, and a lot of people said he was boring. Even his own people, Crawford and the other one sat down with. They said, and Ward, they sat down with him and said, "Man, come on, man, you got to let your hands go."
Right. So now you have Cam and Mase. Cam and Mase know a lot about boxing. That was something that was new to me.
Yes, they run a
They're
sports
very
channel.
knowledgeable.
They're
very knowledgeable, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're going back and forth with Cam and Mase now, and then you got an OG that gets on the internet and jumps out the window and thought Cam and Mase wasn't going to say anything to him. Now his son, after being quiet after Offset died,
and Duke the Jeweler, rest in peace to both those brothers. And Duke the Jeweler.
Yes. Now you got your son popping shit. The thing that they don't realize is Jay Prince, his reach doesn't reach to Harlem, New York, places like that.
I gotta
No,
tell
no, no,
you,
no, no. Hold on, hold on, Harlem. Hold on, hold on.
because
Hold on, Harlem.
I'm just saying.
Harlem, hold on.
Okay,
Let me speak real quick. Let me speak real quick.
Because I just want you to understand this is political
Because
now.
he had to go to who was that? Hocus for a Fifth.
He
had to go to a New York dude to get a chain back.
And
He couldn't come here. He couldn't come to New York and get his chain back. So his reach only reaches to other New York street people who Cam and Mase already know.
Yes, sir.
So his level of whoever he thinks he is already going to be canceled out in New York.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So I don't know if Jay Prince or his son understand what they up against if they really want a war in New York. And if you good, my brother?
Yeah, I'm smoking the best exotics. Yeah, look. And let me get this straight. Not oh my God, I said, yeah, I meant to say Takeoff. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Not
rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yeah, because I'm saying the wrong name. I'm saying Offset. I mean Takeoff, y'all. Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Right. So now they can't forget that Mase and Cam are not scared to move around either. It's not like they don't have ties and business in your town too. So you can only stop their business in a certain radius if you wanted to, but you can't stop their business other places. And they not scared to move in these places. What I think Shakur Stevenson needs to do is he needs to be like, listen, this is going too far. Too many people is getting involved. Let me focus on my craft. Let my hands go, become a better fighter. His last 3 fights, he didn't let his hands go. People are tired of it. People want to see you fight. You want to fight Tank. Tank going to knock you out if you don't let your hands go. He's not on Tank's level. These are social media boxers. All they do is talk. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Terafima, all these guys. All they do is talk. Rolly, all they do is talk. The twins, everybody just talk. They don't box no more because of social media. And then when their fights are bad or people don't like the way they fighting, they start crying. You're a boxer. You get better. You're supposed to get better. When people critique you, you're supposed to get better. You're supposed to get back in the lab. No grown man should be spending 4 hours on Twitter going back and forth with people. Yeah, that's crazy.
I definitely had somebody calling from Houston, and they said that Jay Prince Sr., he actually has political ties. What do you say about that? Because that stretches to New York.
Who doesn't have political? Doesn't have political ties?
Brother, that's a different kind of game there, brother.
Well, if that's the game that he wants to play, he's gonna have to play the same game with them. Because if you don't think Cam and Mase got ties, then you're sadly mistaken.
Political, I get what you're saying. I just think it runs a little deeper than what we're saying.
It can run a little deeper.
I think
but
it runs a little deeper, brother.
But again, when he come to New York, he got to go through New Yorkers to get what he need done. So he had to go to Hocus.
Yeah.
He had to go to Hocus.
He had to go to French Montana. You're right.
He had to go to Hocus and French Montana.
You're right. Salute, King. I appreciate you calling up, man.
And one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Champ is a bozo. He stole that woman's card.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He's a sucker.
And see, and the only
China's
reason why
a bozo for putting up with it too.
Listen, the only reason why Champ is not in jail is because Bimmy saved him, bro. I'm being honest. He saved him. He said,
Bimmy shouldn't have saved him. He should have let that woman prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law.
Okay.
How you go to somebody's house, steal their card, come back to New York and try to use their card and then lie about it.
Yeah, that's nasty work. And then what made that, like I said yesterday, what made it worse for me is they could have easily put that on Soul B for taking that card.
Right, because they look alike. They look alike too.
Yeah, y'all both here together. Nigga, what the fuck? We know it Bimmy, but we don't know y'all.
Exactly.
Salute, King. Appreciate you calling
All right, my brother. All right.
Phone lines heating up. Call the hotline, y'all. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yo, what's the word?
Oh, your shit sound bad, bro.
Hold on 1 second.
That mic sound, whoa, I don't know where you at. What, you got an Android?
Yo, you can hear me? Nah, come on, bro.
Your shit sound wild right now, homie.
Yeah, you can hear me?
There you go, King. State your claim.
Yo, what's good? What's good, bro? I ain't really got much to say. I'm just tapped in from Brooklyn watching your show. I watched a few of your joints. I just wanted to call in and be like, salute. That's all, man.
I appreciate you, King.
You
Shout
heard?
out to the whole Brooklyn. You heard?
Word, no doubt, my guy.
That's a fact. Salute.
All right, peace.
Peace. Call the hotline, y'all. 919-706-9990. Here we go. The phone lines is heating up already. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Salute, Harlem Legend TV. I'm calling from VA, man.
Oh, shout out to the whole VA, man. I fucks with VA. You already know. I used to dribble down in VA.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But I'm from the BX, man. Okay. I wanted to say something to you and just travel down a rabbit hole with me for a minute. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now, we all know that 6ix9ine was the rat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But look what Shotty was going through with J. Prince Jr. and them. About that check-in thing, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then the whole thing started between Shotty and them because of that birthday party. His son, J. Prince Jr.'s son birthday party. That yes, people's getting clapped and robbed at and getting pressed on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we not saying nothing about, Shotty. I mean, 6ix9ine did what he did. We talking about the move that Shotty and them was going through with J. Prince Jr., and Senior, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So they already seen that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And try to bypass that. And then they was trying to block their money because they wasn't checking in. They was trying to apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? But Shotty and them wasn't trying to hear none of that.
That's what I mean by political. They can block your money on that coast. He can stop you from coming over there getting bread. It's things like that. If they wanted to go political, they can actually shut you down and you'll stay in one coast.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro.
And if you're political, it stretches to New York. Politically, everything goes around. Yeah,
that's
they do favors. It's called doing favors for each other.
That's a fact, brother. That's a fact.
I appreciate you, King.
Respect.
Shout out to the whole VA. Brother. Shout out to the BX. You already know what it is.
That's a fact. Shout out to Harlem, man. HBO. Respect, bro.
Salute, HBO, homie. Call the hotline, y'all. It's heating up. Yeah, don't be left out. Call the hotline, 919. It's right here on the screen. 919-706-9990. I got to hear from y'all. Yeah. Who is J. Prince aiming this at? Is he talking about Mase and Cam? I'm just being honest. Is he talking about Mase and Cam? You heard? Harlem, stand up. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, this Shotty a real one. Facts. Salute to Shotty, man. Free Shotty soon, man. Hopefully he come home soon. Him, Mel, all these guys. Yeah, let's go. Heatline. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
So let me get this right.
You gotta turn your TV down in the background, King.
Yeah. My name is CBT. I'm calling out of Los Angeles.
Shout out to the whole LA, man. Let's go.
So let me get this right. So if you see somebody who you're working with, you wouldn't. Let me rephrase it. If you see somebody who you're working with getting treated in a funny way online, you wouldn't do what you can to at least appease it as much as possible or dumb it down.
Wait.
Because that's exactly what J. Prince is doing.
Okay.
Right? He sees the whole internet or everybody. And let me talk about Shakur Stevenson's game for a second. Everybody said Floyd Mayweather was a boring fighter, right? Shakur has not lost a fight yet. If I were in his shoes, I'd be thinking to myself, well, guess what? I'm winning on my fight. It really doesn't matter what the crowd is thinking.
He's more of a conventional fighter.
It don't matter what the crowd thinks. The crowd will hype you up till you get knocked out and knocked away. And then they'll forget about you. Yeah, that's what crowds do. If you drink the Kool-Aid of the crowd, whenever the crowd gasses you up, if you drink that Kool-Aid, you could lead yourself into a ditch. Well, and once you get to that ditch, they're done with you.
Let me ask you something, sir. Being that you're from LA, right? Let me ask you something, right? And this is a serious question.
All right,
you know the young kid comes home, right? I don't want to disrespect anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute, brother. But you know, the young man comes home, the supposed killer of Pop Smoke comes home. He's doing all these interviews and he's really not being really respectful, sir. How do you feel about that just being...
Nah, I hate it. Okay. I hate it. Not to mention, I hear motherfuckers talking about, they're waiting for him in New York, New York this and New York that. I'm like, motherfucker, disrespect to one person is disrespect to everybody. It don't matter where he was killed at. The fact is that he was killed. He was an artist for the world. He wasn't an artist just for New York. So I don't know why LA motherfuckers will be talking about, oh yeah, they got to wait for him to get to New York to get dealt with. I'm not saying the kid should die, but I'm saying, my nigga, if you're talking this kind of nonsense online, getting interviewed by Adam 20, Adam should take the fucking interview down. Listen, I got a lot to say about that shit. I got so much to say about it.
Controversy behind that video, brother.
Yeah, take that shit down, because you got this motherfucker walking around talking about, oh, my interview on Adam 22 got 600 views. Like, this nigga's literally bragging because he's like a little, I mean, based on the views, he could think to himself that he got some kind of clout. Like, nigga, you killed Pop Smoke. Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about?
So it's like almost like rewarding him, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Literally, that's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. You kill a guy who's minding his business, and you come out here and you're rewarded with views and interviews. This nigga sitting over there got the nerve to talk about, oh, next question. Nobody has a question for you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There are no questions for you. The only question is, why the fuck did you do it? Why did you do it? And you gotta watch your fucking back. Listen, I got a lot to say, but I don't want to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't put it all out now. We're gonna have a whole lot more shows in the future. You know what I mean? Because he ain't gonna stop talking. He's not.
And when it comes to that, so anyway, I'm just saying, when it comes to Jay Prince Shakur, I think all Jay Prince is doing is trying to back his fighter up.
Okay.
Which I think people should appreciate the fact that at least the kid has backing that's standing up for him. Because we see what's happening with Diddy. Who the fuck is standing up for Diddy with all the lies I would imagine Diddy has influenced? Who's standing up for him?
Nobody.
There it is.
Everybody's running away from Diddy right now.
Yeah. So at least Jay Prince is doing something to back up his fighter. And when it comes to Shakur, like I said before, the world can call. If I was talking to Shakur, I'd be like, look, man, let the world call you boring all they want. When you rack up them 50 fights in 0, by the time you get to the 50, they'll start respecting you. And and when it comes to Tank, yeah, Tank might knock him out because Tank will press you, right? Tank will press you. But at the same time, Shakur might have what it takes to counterpunch that press. Who knows? But for now, I can understand why Shakur is feeling bad while everybody's calling him a boring fighter or whatever the case may be. I'm winning my fights. Who gives a fuck? I'm walking out victorious.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
That's what Mayweather was doing.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Salute, King.
So anyway,
appreciate you calling up, man.
And when it comes to that Champ, dude,
you can talk about it. Go ahead. What happened with Champ? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm wondering. You know, the streets love. They always support gangsters until niggas do gangster shit to them, right? Niggas really support. They always, they glory. Look at Pop Smoke's Killer getting 600,000 views. So the streets support gangsters till gangster shit gets done to them. Right?
Well, I gotta be real with you, brother. This was an opportunity that Bimmy tried to.
I know. I got the whole thing. I know the whole story. I know he's a bozo for doing that. I know he's a piece of shit for doing that. Listen, they gave you an alley-oop and you literally spun around and stabbed the nigga in the air. That's
nasty.
Crazy.
That's
you
nasty.
The dude who gave you the alley-oop to make the basket. So he's a piece of shit. But that's my point exactly. It's like when we you can't be glorifying motherfuckers doing atrocities in the communities, and then you want to single out this dude. He's just a little byproduct of what always happens. The motherfucker got out of jail. He's sitting over here doing his thing. He still has the mentality. I think he should have been sent to jail.
Okay.
I think he should have been. I think they should have let him go.
But real nigga instincts kick in sometimes when you from these wicked streets and you know what jail done to you.
No, fuck that.
You don't really want to send nobody back there,
to jail. Bro. Listen, you went to jail. Facts. You should know more about what jail does than I. I'm just empathizing with you.
Yeah, well, right? You know what? I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Lock his ass up.
You went to jail.
Lock his ass up then. Lock his ass up then. I'm with you.
If you went to jail and you got out and you're doing the same thing, why the fuck should I be the one to give a fuck? Have you lost your mind?
No, you're right. You're right. 650 in the building. Hit the like button. That's a fact. No, you're right, sir. You're right.
He was there for like 20 years, right? He was there for like 20 years.
Yeah, no, not 20 years. I did like 5. Like China
no,
did
not
20
you,
years.
not you,
I
did 4 how long did Champ do?
Champ did a long time, though, in prison.
Yeah, so you should know more. He should know a lot. No, when I said you went to jail, I didn't mean you specifically.
Oh, you meant him. Champ went to jail, so he should know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He should know better. Yeah, he should know
He
better.
should know better.
We
I get
shouldn't
what
be
you're
putting
saying.
ourselves in his shoes.
I say lock his ass up. I don't care.
say lock his ass up.
Yeah, send his
these
ass to
niggas
jail.
really try to- and then you know what? When you listen to the interview, the fact that the nigga asked for help, got to the location when they were trying to help him, and he got the nerve to come out of his mouth and talk about I'm my own man.
Fact, yeah. We brung you with us. See, you've been paying attention, King. You've been paying attention.
You've been
paying attention, homie.
Where the fuck begging for money? Where the fuck was that man at when you were begging for money?
Yeah, where
Now
was
you
that
gotta
man
do
at
like
when
that?
you was begging for money? That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot
Now
of
you sitting over here
Look,
talking
Vivi in the
about,
comments. Vivi in the comments like facts, you heard?
Yeah, now this nigga sitting over here talking about I'm my own man. Like, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. You're a child to me. You're a motherfucking, you're a dependent. Shut up. Like,
Yeah.
Bimmy should have told him right then and there, like, you look, nigga, get the fuck up. Like, right when he
Matter of
said,
fact,
I'm
no.
my own man, Bimmy should've been
Here
like,
go your plane ticket. Go the fuck back.
yeah.
Get up out of
Bimmy
here.
should have been like, matter of fact, get the fuck out. Fuck out of here, man. You're your own man, right? Get out of here.
And he
Straight
stole
up. Get done.
$250 too out the wallet. He took
You ain't
$250.
stealing $200. What a cheap piece of shit. You stealing, you're stealing $10, $20 bills, man.
Salute,
Get outta
man. I
here,
appreciate
man.
you, King. That the phone lines is heating up, man. Salute.
Hey, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Salute to the whole LA, man. You already know. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Harlem Legend TV, peace, my brother.
Oh, your phone is so damn clear. What the hell? What you talking on?
iPhone 12, my brother.
See,
What's up?
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, the other caller before you, he must have had an Android or a flip phone. He must have had a flip.
Nah, I got the iPhone 12 regular, man. You heard?
Okay. Talk to me, man. Hey, look, man. State your claim. Where you calling from, King?
Yo, this Ann Live again, man. Calling from Lincoln Projects. You
Man,
heard?
you already know the whole Harlem in the building, man. Lincoln, salute to the whole Harlem. You already know what it is. State your claim, homie.
Hey, yo, you heard? Hey, yo, Jay Prince, eat a dick, nigga, because I'm tired of, I'm not trying to promote violence.
We don't promote violence over here, sir. But go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
But I want to, like, all these years we've been hearing, yo, Jay Prince, the boogeyman, this and that, I ain't never hear that nigga do nothing to nobody. You heard?
I mean, I had somebody calling from Texas one day.
Yeah, he do shit in Texas.
And
Texas,
Okay.
they don't take their shit on the road. Free Shotty, free Mel Murder, free Nuke, free Harv.
I see what you're saying.
When them niggas was home, any nigga from out of town came to New York, nigga, it was high alert, nigga. You had to get with them niggas in order to come out here, nigga, because they was pressing niggas.
Yeah, New York now, man.
Fuck 6ix9ine. I'm not talking about 6ix9ine. Fuck him. I'm talking about the Billies. When Little Baby first got hot and he was coming to do his shows, he used to bring out 6ix9ine. Niggas ain't want that pressure. You heard?
Damn.
Just like when Big was alive. See, what it is now, it's just so many cameras in New York and we not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But before these cameras and all this shit came to New York, all you out of town niggas that was coming to New York, you niggas ain't have nothing to say.
Yeah, New York wide open now, huh?
So
gentrified.
I'm still out here.
Gentrified too, nigga. They got shit. It's Caucasians living up in Lincoln now.
That's a fact. And in Riverton, you heard?
All over the projects, man.
Right.
Come on, bro.
So I say that to say niggas just gotta get back in New York unity. Niggas ain't gotta rap together and rap. Cause Mobb Deep never did no songs with Big, but them niggas still protecting New York in a certain type of way. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you going.
That's
I
why
get where you going.
niggas was mad. I know, you know, Jim and Mano or whatever, but Mano was right. What the fuck is Meek Mill's riding dirt bikes in New York without niggas pressing that nigga?
Hey,
this shit just turned sweet.
It makes a lot of sense, bro.
Come on, we can't go to them niggas places out of town and be riding dirt bike and all that. Them niggas gonna press us, so we gotta give them niggas the same energy that we used to been giving niggas.
Like I said, we don't insinuate violence, right? But it's like, come on, man. Like they just come in their head, and we
y'all
go out
keep
of town.
picking on us.
We end up the goddamn picked up off the ground out of town. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, Whack 100. I ain't got no problems with Whack. Some of the shit he say is true, but he just keeps sucking New York dick hard. Like he hates.
It happens like that, King. I'm trying
and
to
then
shout out to Whack.
And then I'm not no gang member, nothing. But from my eyes, knowing Crips and a lot of Bloods,
yeah,
them Crip niggas, they getting extorted by them LA niggas. The blood niggas.
Try to refrain. Try to refrain. Wait. Real quick. Try to refrain a little bit from the profanity. I'll let you get some more off it, then But go ahead.
My fault, my brother.
No, you good.
Because the Crips in LA got control over the New York sex. They 60s, 90s, 30s, etc. All the blood sex in New York is New York sex, made in New York.
You may have a
the
point.
Majority.
You
understand what I'm saying? So
yes,
we ain't never go out there and embrace them brothers like the Crips in New York embraced them brothers over there.
Facts. Because you know why though? But you know why? Because
I don't got no problems with AV.
You know why though? You know why? Because New York was trying to be like them, man.
Exactly.
We don't have no man. We wasn't ever with no gang, blood, Crip. We don't care about none of that. It was a block thing. Where you from? The hood. Now when the Bloods and Crips came, I think that kind of ruined what we had out in New York. That ruined it.
It did ruin it when it hit the streets, but when it was in jail, it was necessary.
Okay, I get it.
And then you look at the world today, and I don't got nothing against my Spanish brothers neither, because I'm from the East Side. But like I know, like they know. Yes, y'all had contributions to hip hop, but y'all did not create that shit.
That's a fact. I mean, that's a fact.
No, I'm just saying, like, but I'm gonna let you go, Harlem Legends.
Yes,
and let other people. Oh yeah, and Adam 22, Vlad, all these coaching vultures, Al Prophet, Aiden Ross, Casanat. Yo, we got to get them out the culture, yo.
Look, people are stamping them in the culture when they do these interviews, when they constantly up on their platforms, and you got black people on Adam 22. You got the coward, the clown, the one that told ATK they couldn't go to Carolinas. See, you got people like that. That's big.
Brick Baby is a dirty Crip that just.
But you got to understand the mentality. Adam 22 feels very safe. He has people like that that's bigging up the platform, homie.
But people like
instead of building their own, that's what I mean by that. Instead of Brick Baby building his own and doing his own thing, you building up another man's platform. That's all they doing, brother.
Because you know why, brother? Brick Baby is a dirty Crip who just stumbled into a bag. You can look at him and tell he's dirty. You can look at him. Dusty. I don't care how much money you give him and pay him. He still look dusty.
Okay. Salute, man. I appreciate you, King.
All right. God bless, my brother.
God bless, man. Shout out to the whole Harlem. Shout out to Lincoln, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Call the hotline. It's free. 919-706-9990. I want to hear from you. Yeah, I want to hear from you. Sean Kingston indicted by the feds. Him and his moms. You heard? Yeah. Him and his moms indicted by the feds. You heard? On $1 million fraud case. You feel me? And then we got Pop Smoke Killer. He's just been off the meat rack. I ain't gonna lie, he's been off the meat rack out here. Come on, this dude. Salute. And then we got Jay Prince. You know what that mean? Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. Let the people know where you calling from. State your claim.
That was good. This is James Gauss, CT, calling from CT.
James Gauss in the building. Salute, King. CT in the building. State your claim, my G. Like, how you feeling about this whole situation? What's going on, man?
Well, which situation? Which one?
Well, it's a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Go down
I was waiting for you to touch on that Chinx Drugs murder.
I was.
Yeah.
It just damn. Maybe next live. Because
I heard you yesterday. You know I'll be on it. So
I was actually doing my research and starting to look back and see who this guy was. That he was from CT, the guy that did that. He was
that's exactly why I wanted you to touch on it, because you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to say too much, but
I was doing my research, and I'll probably a later show tomorrow or whatever. I'll have that show up. But
I was watching last night. I heard you said you was going to do it today. You was going to save it.
I know, and to keep it real, I do have it in the archives, but I didn't use it. I didn't use it today. I had so many topics to go off of, because you want to go over what's fresh in the mind right now. See, that happened about a day or two ago that he pled guilty. So right now you want to go with what's in the algorithm, what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's all it is.
I want to talk. You don't know nothing about Voodoo Harlem?
Voodoo. Why the hell I want to know about that?
Listen, because I be seeing you wearing them beads.
Stop, I say, brother. I don't want to hear it. Well, my beads are blessed. They are blessed. I'm from Harlem. I'm from Spanish Harlem. So
word. I know what you're touching on, man. I see what you're doing, but I'm just calling to see what's up, man. Yo, you blessed, man.
Salute, King. I appreciate you for calling up.
You already, I'm always watching.
Salute.
Safety.
Man, salute, y'all, man. Hey, look, call the hotline, y'all, man. Y'all got all the time in the world. Me too. It's Friday night. You heard? It's Friday night. If you ain't laid up with a nice woman, you heard, in the bed, looking at Harlem Legend, talk that on a Friday night, y'all already know what it is. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm going live. That's a fact. We've been losing on the East Coast for way too long, and it's been disgusting since the inception of hip-hop. A lot of our legends have been stomped out. They've been snubbed out. Now, I ain't insinuating no violence, but I am insinuating unity. At this point, and what's going on the East Coast and what's going on the West, we need unity. We don't need an OG like Jay Prince going at Cam and Mase. No, we need you to big them up. Big them up. Their opinions are their opinions, and I respect it. That would have been the proper thing for an OG to say. You feel me? But when you got guys like Jay Prince, like when you got guys like this coming up, man, when you got guys like this is disgusting. I got to be real, because he tries to manipulate the situation, and I don't like manipulation. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Salute, man. As a matter of fact, this is Mr. Burns. My comment is actually on top. Salute to you all. I'm calling from Florida. I'm just trying to be exact. What I was going to say, man, I see you talking about the unity. Do you think this is a trick play by Adam to have East versus West Coast?
Well, you know, they always say the lighter shade is always trying to stir some things up. That's what they say. I can't put that on them, though. I gotta say allegedly, but this is what they say, brother. You might be on to something. They always say the same thing Brick Baby just did, coming at the South, coming at these young boys down in Florida, ATK, telling them where they can't perform at. It's all a play. All of this is one big play, but somebody can get hurt over it.
No, I really would think it is. It's more of they think they're original gangsters. So if we not from Cali, Florida soft, Texas soft, New York soft, but it's like, y'all boys, I don't even care if the gang bang color started over there. It just doesn't make no sense to what they think. Like,
hey, do you got me any headphones or anything like that? Or speakerphone? You got to put me on.
I got you on speaker, my beat.
There you go, King. Now just state your claim.
Yeah, man. Now I really feel like it's a war. I'm like ATK boys age. I'm 25, 26. So that's funny you brought up the Brick Baby. I feel like everybody in California thinks they're the original gangsters. So if you're not from Cali and us from Texas, Florida, New York, realistically, New York and Florida, I see they take us very as in jokes. Like we're not on that. Or like whatever they say, they dictate how we gonna move. But that's all I was really calling on, because I ain't gonna say at the end of the day it's unity. I know I'm from Florida, down south, but East Coast versus West Coast, that's what they want to say.
No, I don't want to do. Salute, brother. I appreciate you. Salute. Yo, look, me personally, like I said, y'all, I would never insinuate two coasts going at each other. That just means more black men dying. This is what the system wants. More black men dying. You understand, y'all? Like, so I would never insinuate violence. What I'm insinuating is just us as black people, we need to come together. At the end of the day, we have been losing, and we've been losing as a black people as a whole. We either taking out each other, you heard, or they taking us out. Yeah, I'm just being honest. You either going to be up 6 feet. Yeah, you're going to be 6 feet deep, or you're going to be up under them bars. You're going to be behind them bars, man. ADX. Them dudes is living underground. You understand? I'm just being honest. They got black men in cages underground at ADX. Y'all need to wake up now. And I understand the problem is we got so-called OGs. You heard? Because I don't look at Jay Prince as an OG, because the simple fact is the way he conducts himself in the media. Now, some may say he's not a media's person, y'all, Harlem. He don't be in the media, Harlem. He not really with that. I'm being honest with y'all. It's the way them guys are conducting themselves, and it's screwing up the whole system. Yeah. The proper thing for him to say, oh, I respect their opinion. That's their opinion of Shakur. And I would have checked Shakur for even coming at them in a hood way, in a hood manner. These guys are commentators. This is what they do. But instead, we get another ignorant, okay? Another ignorant, self-proclaimed gangster that couldn't protect the men that were in your presence, the men that was around you. You heard? You couldn't protect them. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler. I guess you got some free jury, allegedly.
You're right. Because niggas try to glorify bullshit. Like you niggas try to glorify soft shit. Niggas try to glorify niggas that ain't that. Niggas that's flawed. Nigga, we know when niggas flow when we deal with them in the streets. We know when a nigga flow. Like we understand that they flow. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no nigga being flawed, weak as hell. Nigga, we understand what a nigga weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street nigga. He could be a street nigga, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify this shit now. We gonna sit and have conversations about niggas as strong as us. We don't have conversations about niggas that's weak as hell.
What is that, y'all? Is that a form of manipulation? You already trying to put out there? These dudes is weak. Yeah, like what? They gonna have a field? Oh, Mason Cam may just have a field day with this guy. You know what's gonna happen soon, guys? Because we're getting to the point where our females, our women, they ain't gonna want the average Joe. They ain't gonna want you. They don't want you now. I'm being honest. They don't want the motherfucker that's going to work now. They gonna want the man that done dropped all these bodies. Yeah. They gonna start chasing the killers. They ain't gonna want y'all. They ain't gonna want no civilian. I'm just being honest. Sooner or later, the women are not gonna want to be with your black ass. For real. Oh, this is nasty work, man. All the way around the board, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm going live, man. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, man. Call the hotline, 919-706-9990. I want to hear from y'all. Yeah, let's make the phone lines jump. I want to hear from y'all. I want to see what y'all got to say. You heard? I don't think we should have any retaliation. That's more Black Lives Law, stupid. I'm being honest, we're losing. We're losing, y'all. And these guys are making it worse when they trying to put pressure on people. No, you got to move in certain ways that we ain't got to deal with that, man. Yeah, they not ready yet, Mike Lowry. They sleep. They sleep. You know they sleep. We got 650 in the building. They sleep. A lot of people would never understand how to move out here, man. And it's a nasty world we're living in, man. A lot of us are lucky to be alive today. The way I ran these streets, man, I'm lucky to be alive today. I'm just being honest with y'all, man. And not because I was out putting the guns to everybody and running around robbing niggas and doing. No, I was getting to a bag something vicious. On everything. I was getting to a bag something vicious. I was lucky a dude didn't take my life out of jealousy, my own brother. I'm surprised my own brother didn't shoot me in the head while I was asleep. Yeah. I was getting to a super bag. Like when I tell y'all a bag, like not with y'all, I probably ran through a couple million. just doing what I was doing on the street. I'm just being honest. I was lucky. And now my job is to come here and let y'all know y'all don't want to end up lucky. Nah. Because not everybody makes it. Not everybody becomes lucky. You want to get out now and pursue your dream and live your life, and not even in the fast lane. I was in the fast lane, man. I was in the fast lane. And the sick part about it is, right, I was hustling and getting to a bag, and I wasn't prepared to kill. You heard? I'm going to say that again. I was out getting to the money and getting to the bag, but I wasn't prepared to kill. No, I wasn't prepared to take somebody's life, bro, to be honest. You heard? I just wanted some money. I just wanted to take care of my people. That's it. That's how Harlem works, y'all. We get to the dollar. I didn't care about murders. I didn't care. And most of my people was dropping on New Year's, and they was dropping on Halloween left and right. Yeah, I lost a lot of people, man. A lot of people I used to be on these street corners with, they all gone today. They all gone. I swear to God, they all gone. And I used to be out of town with these guys and everything. I was lucky. Don't become lucky like me. Don't get involved. Yo, salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend. Yo, your joint sound crazy. Yo, look, if you're going to call up, please turn your TV down in the background. You heard? If you're going to call a hotline, that's all I ask. Turn your TV down in the background. That's it, y'all. Please. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
What's going on, bro? Listen, man. I want to talk about that mob tie shit with
with Jay Prince. What's going on with it?
Man, listen, man. I'm happy Cam and Mase fessed him up one time, man, because he feels like he's some type of.
Hey, wait, real quick. Do you have me on speakerphone or earpiece or anything?
Yeah, my bad about that.
Talk straight on the phone, then you'll sound a lot more clearer for the people.
Nah, my bad about that. I like the fact that Cam and Mase fessed him up real quick, man. He needed that. He needs to teach. Where you calling from, King? Where you calling from? I'm calling from Dallas, but
you said fessed him up. You said fessed him up. I said, yeah.
Yeah, know what I mean? I like how they fessed him up real quick. He needed that. He needs to know that all that big homie, little homie stuff is out the window.
Okay.
Out the window. I'm saying.
Well, let me ask you. You from Dallas? Does he run Texas? Does he run?
No. I'm from Brooklyn. I live in Dallas.
But you live in Dallas, so I know you've seen a lot of things.
You don't run shit out here, bro. Maybe Houston.
Okay,
in Houston, you got pulled, but like as far as Dallas go, you gotta pull out here like that.
Okay.
These dudes out here running their own time, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, but his son. Listen, man, it's something fishy about the whole family, in my opinion.
Talk about it.
Because you can't be. The regular person can't run around and do whatever they want to do without any type of consequences, bro.
It's been happening for years, brother.
Talking crazy and all of that. So,
I feel like political. If you up in the political realm, they can do what the hell they need to do.
Exactly.
And ain't nobody gonna stop them. Politically, it's crazy if they running things politically. Because all you hood niggas don't matter.
Right. So now they could pull strings and they're not gonna get touched.
Pull strings behind the scenes. Yes, that's pulling strings behind the scenes.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy Cam and Mase fessed him up and let him publicly know we ain't your little niggas. So get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit.
Salute, King. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Hotlines heating up. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
What's going on, buddy? I'm calling from Memphis, man.
Man, Memphis in the building, man. Yo, we got people calling in from all over the world. Please, all over the world, goddammit. Memphis in the building, man. Salute, King. Hey, look, state your claim, OG.
Big timer, man. Memphis fuck with you, bro. We on you heavy down here in the M-Town, man. I just wanted to send a shout out to you, bro. Tell you to keep doing what you're doing. Much love and salute, man. Down south, we fucking with you.
I appreciate Memphis, man. I'm definitely riding with Memphis, man. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. You did?
Man, when Dolph died, bro, that hurt the city, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. That was a major figure right there in the city, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Rest in peace to that brother, and God bless his family, man.
Really don't. I really didn't even catch what was going on with Jay Prince, but you know, I used to live in Houston, bro, and his word is law down there, but that's far as it go.
In Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's different parts of Texas, right? I just want to make sure I'm doing that right. Dallas and And in Houston, like explain that to me. The Houston scene, the Texas scene. Explain that.
Man, it all. See, Houston, they actually got OGs down there. See, if you pay attention to the music, Houston used to keep their OGs alive by remixing the music and coming back with a remix with Lil Kiki or Fat Pat, just keeping their OGs alive. So they got OGs down there, and he one of them. But that's about far as his word go, man. Like, he can say his claims and say what he want to say, but hey, these youngsters ain't listening to us no more, bro.
Some people
you can't tell them nothing.
Some people say they got branches all over, man. Marta's got branches all over, brother.
I wouldn't doubt that. But I just know, as far as for what I know in Houston, that's far as his word go long.
Okay.
Man, much love coming from Memphis, though, bro. Thank you. Appreciate for getting my call, brother.
Man, much love to the whole Memphis, man. You know how we do, man. I appreciate you, King.
Yeah, brother.
Salute. Hey, man. Hey, look, people feel strongly about this, man. I'm being honest, man. We got people calling up feeling strongly about this, man. How far do these guys I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Yeah. Harlem legend don't make the news. I just break the news down. You heard? I appreciate everybody that came in the building. I appreciate everybody that showed love to the channel. Facts. I appreciate everybody that donated to the channel. Much love. Make sure y'all tap the screen twice. Hit the like button. I'm going to give y'all a couple more minutes to call in. Call the hotline, 919-706-9990. State your claim. I want to hear from y'all. Yeah, don't be scared now. Don't be scared now. We on a dial. 919-706-9990. Shout out to the whole Memphis too, man. Word. Rest in peace to Young Dolph, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Please hit the like button. If you're in the vertical feed, if you're finding me in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. It's free, y'all. You heard? Get the likes up for me, man. Likes is free. It's free. It's free. Hit the like button, man. There's no way we got 216 likes with 600 people in here, bro. Hit the like button. Yeah, I just told them Mob Ties well connected. However, I don't know. What do you mean? However, Yehuda? I don't know. A lot of people get. Let me see. A lot of people get paid to look blind. I guess so. Especially when you in that political realm. When you dealing with people that's in the political stages and all that, like that's dangerous. You heard? You might get sniped for nothing. I'm just being honest. You may get sniped for nothing. Connected. Salute, man. Look, man, I appreciate everybody that pulled up in the building, man. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you set your bell notifications so you know when I'm going live. It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Great show. Make sure you go subscribe to my other channels. Too Real for Battle Rap. Y'all already know what it is. 050 The Movement. Shout out to China Brem. Make sure y'all show love. I appreciate y'all, man. Everything is all love, man. Happy Friday, man. Enjoy y'all night. We back tomorrow with another one. Y'all already know what it is. Salute.
Stay watching these Harlem niggas. There's another Harlem nigga. I don't want to spit his name just yet, but I'm watching him. You know what? I might just say his name is. There's another nigga up in Harlem. He's on the come up. Now he's a younger guy. He's got swag. He's got that smile, the glow on his skin. Looks like he exfoliates. Harlem Legend TV. I'm watching you.